Stop right there. Whatever you're doing, just pause for a second. You have exactly 10 seconds to make a choice. Are you going to completely rewrite the trajectory of your life today, or are you just going to sit back and watch it slip away? Boom. Time's up. Welcome in, everyone. Today, we're treating this explainer as a raw, high-stakes battle plan for your future. Look, this isn't some sugar-coated motivation speech. We're getting into the unfiltered truth of what it actually takes to build that life you've been dreaming of.
I want you to treat this next question like a punch right to the gut. Ask yourself right now, am I really living or am I just existing? It's time to drop the excuses. Seriously. I mean, we all want the freedom, the success, the peace of mind, right? But what are you doing today, like right this exact second, to actually get it? If you're just kind of coasting through your daily routine, waiting for some magical moment to happen, you aren't living. You're just existing.
And here's a realization that should absolutely set off alarm bells in your head. You are not killing time. Time is killing you. Every single time we say, I'll just do it later, or every time we hit that snooze button, we are literally destroying a piece of our potential. Your time is your life. So every passing second, that's a piece of your future slipping right through your fingers.
Which brings us to section 1. Wake up. Time is ticking. The clock doesn't care if you're scared, and your dreams are just sitting on the sidelines waiting for you to step onto the battlefield. Think about the biggest lie we tell ourselves every single day. I'll do it later. It sounds so harmless, doesn't it? But it's not. It's the voice of laziness trying to trap you, because let's be real, later usually just means never. The people who actually win, the ones building an absolute rocket ship to their goals, are the ones who say, I'll do it right now, even when the plan is completely messy.
Let's take a hard look at the excuses that are actively assassinating your dreams. Things like blaming your upbringing, waiting for the perfect time, or complaining about money and how unfair things are. You know, the most powerful people out there, they started with absolutely nothing but hunger. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. Born into deep poverty, faced unimaginable early hardships, yet she built a billion-dollar empire step by step. She didn't sit around crying about what she lacked. She made a choice to build instead of blame.
Moving into section 2, the enemy is you. It's time to defeat your weaker self. Because as much as we love to point fingers, the real villain in your story isn't the economy or your boss. It's you.
Imagine the ultimate internal battleground here. The lazy you versus the ambitious you. It's kind of like that classic metaphor of the two wolves fighting inside you, right? One is lazy, doom-scrolling, and full of doubt. The other is strong, confident, and absolutely starving for success. So the question is, which one are you feeding today? Because every time you choose to read those 10 pages instead of scrolling for 3 hours, you are striking a massive blow for the ambitious you.
But here's the ultimate trap of our modern age. You are constantly comparing your gritty, messy, 24-hour behind-the-scenes reality to someone else's 15-second highlight reel. And comparison is literally killing you. You've got to stop measuring your breakdowns and your raw, unfiltered failures against a curated, filtered golden trophy online. You have your own path. Your only real competition is the person you were yesterday.
And that leads into section 3, escape your comfort zone. Growth requires pain, and to win this battle, you've got to break out of those relaxing but deadly routines.
Now, the main mechanism keeping us stuck in that comfort zone is overthinking. We have all been there. You read 50 books on swimming, you buy the perfect aerodynamic swimsuit, but you flat out refuse to actually jump in the water. Overthinking is a mental cage. Your own mind becomes the enemy. It tires you out by writing this tragic story of defeat before you've even set foot on the field.
So if you want to break out of that cage, here's a highly actionable daily strategy you can use. Step 1, think and plan for exactly 10 minutes. That's it. Step 2, shut down the mind and let your hands and feet move. Act for 10 hours. Success doesn't come from sitting in a chair pondering the mysteries of the universe. It comes from relentless, unstoppable momentum.
Which brings us to section 4, starve your distractions. Momentum requires intense willpower. Because if you only work on your dreams when you feel like it, you are doomed. You absolutely have to starve the wolf that destroys you. Every time you engage in endless scrolling or toxic gossip, you're feeding distraction. You need to raise a shield and aggressively guard your focus by feeding it with reading, learning, failing, and then getting right back up again. Focus isn't some magical gift you're just born with. It is a heavy mental muscle that you have to train every single day.
Let me hit you with a powerful truth here. 365.
If you give your full, undivided focus for just 365 days of pure, relentless effort, your life will become completely unrecognizable. It isn't magic, guys. It's just mathematics. 1 year of starving your distractions and feeding your focus will fundamentally change the reality of what you can achieve.
Which takes us to Section 5. Pick yourself, take risks. Because the world is not going to politely knock on your door and hand you a golden opportunity.
12. That is exactly how many times J.K. Rowling was rejected by publishers before Harry Potter finally saw the light of day. Just imagine, what if she had waited for someone to validate her? What if she had given up after rejection number 11? She didn't wait to be picked. She bypassed the gatekeepers, picked herself, and eventually the entire world followed.
So here is your daily tactical arsenal. First, do something uncomfortable every single day. Second, and this is a massive one, do not take directions from people who have never driven the path. If someone who has played it safe their entire life tells you your idea is too risky, just ignore them. And finally, take your pain and your rejections and process them into pure rocket fuel.
This brings us to Section 6, fight for your future. Your life depends on it. Understanding the strategy is only 10% of the battle.
The other 90% is waking up tomorrow and fighting for your life. And I'm going to deliver this hard truth to you right now. Life does not owe you a single damn thing. The world only rewards performance. It doesn't reward massive potential, it doesn't reward good intentions, and it certainly doesn't care if you have a good heart. If you aren't out there in the arena swinging the hammer, life will entirely ignore you.
And here is the companion to that truth. Nobody is coming to save you. People are just too busy fighting their own battles to care about your excuses. But ironically, that realization, that is your ultimate liberating superpower. If nobody is coming to save you, and nobody actually cares if you fail, then you are completely free. You are free to try, to fall, to look stupid, and to rise again on your exact own terms.
Listen, if you want the crown, you cannot just sit around and visualize it. You have to pay the price immediately. You have to demand more from yourself today than you did yesterday. You earn the life you want through blood, sweat, discipline, and an absolute obsession with your mission. Stop expecting the climb to be easy and start becoming a storm that the mountain cannot ignore.
Which brings us to the final, unforgettable challenge. Why not start now? Give me one solid, logical reason why you cannot take action right this exact second. There is no perfect time. Every moment you delay, your dreams fade just a little bit more into dust. You have the battle plan. You know exactly what's at stake. The clock is ticking down right now. So, what is your next move?